everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Guys, today I wanted to make a video about the pros and the cons of getting sew-ins. Sew-ins are extremely popular, especially today. There are multiple types of sew-ins that you can get. You can get a basic sew-in, you can get a vixen sew-in, you can get a half sew-in, you can get a lace closure, a silk closure, a frontal. You can get all types of stuff whenever it comes to sewing these days. And I know for one who is just beginning to wear hair extensions, it can be kind of a lot to take in and a lot to figure out, you know, which type of sew-in should I get? Should I get a sew-in? Should I not get a sew-in? So today I just wanted to make a video about sew-in pros and cons. What are the goods and what are the bads? Because I remember whenever I decided that I wanted to start wearing extensions, I had to do lots and lots of research because I'm like, I don't want a sew-in to pull my hair out. I don't want any damage. I don't know what to expect. I need somebody to tell me. So that is why I am here today for you guys. So I have 4 pros and 4 cons about wearing sew-ins. So here we go. So pro number 1, it is a way to add hair without having to glue or tape extensions into your head. Now some people wear glue in extensions, which is fine, and some people wear tape in extensions, which is fine. But with those two, there is a possibility of having some of your hair come out whenever the extension is being removed from your head. With glue, they are putting glue onto a track and tacking it to your head just like you would glue a piece of paper to something. Like it's legit gluing the track to your head. And when it's removed, if it's not removed the correct way, it is very, very, very easy for your hair to also come up in that process. I know so many people who have suffered a lot of damage and a lot of hair loss due to having glue in their hair. Now, tape extensions, I'm not really sure about. I have not worn them, but from what I've seen, they can cause damage as well. So sew-ins, whenever they apply the track to your head, they first braid your hair down and then get the track, place it onto the braid, and use a needle and thread to sew the track on. The only way that the track is connected to your hair is through the thread. So there's nothing, no adhesive, no glue holding the track onto your head, which sounds like it's not sturdy or secure, but it very much is. And when you take it off, there's nothing that you have to wash out or make sure that you get rid of. The track comes right off. So that is one pro. You're not having to deal with glue and tape and things like that in your head. So that's one reason why I like wearing sew-ins. Another reason is sew-ins can definitely grow your hair. They can definitely grow your hair. I've seen it happen over and over and over, especially with my own hair. I don't know if you guys know, but I am natural, and with me being natural, I had a perm. I got my first perm whenever I was like 8, and I had my perm up until I turned about 17, and whenever I turned 17, I started wearing sew-ins to grow my hair out. In 2014, the summer of 2014, I cut my hair off. I big chopped, and my hair was this long, and after I big chopped, I continued to wear sew-ins, and it grew my hair out tremendously. I have to show you guys a picture or video of my hair. I don't really have one to add in this video, but I will definitely do a video on my natural hair. But my hair is to about here, and that is all due to sew-ins, just wearing your hair up. Whenever your hair is in a sew-in, if you have leave out, then you are having to deal with that hair. But for me, I wear closure, so all of my hair is braided up and I don't have any problems with it. None of my hair is being manipulated, so it honestly just gives your hair time to rest and time to grow. And so that is how your hair begins to grow from having a sew-in. So that is definitely a pro, because who doesn't want their hair to grow? Number 3 is that it's a long-term style. You can wear sew-ins up to about, I'd say 3 months. Some people go way past that and do 4 and 5. I would not recommend that, because you need to let your hair breathe for 1. You need to wash it for 2. I know you can wash sew-ins, but you need to take the hair out and just wash your hair completely. And plus, you don't want your hair to get matted or anything. The braids are still in there as your hair is growing, and that can sometimes cause tangling, and you don't want to deal with that. So that is a pro. It does help your hair grow if you maintain it correctly. If you make sure that you are oiling your scalp and nourishing it, making sure that you do the things to your hair wise in the sew-in that you would do while it is out, which moisturizing is a huge thing. You don't want your hair to get dry and brittle underneath. It will cause breakage, and you just want to make sure that you're keeping your hair healthy. And number 4 is that it is a natural looking protective style. Sew-ins can look just like your real hair. I'm not sure if you guys have seen the frontals, but boy, like them things, some of them are seriously undetectable, and it's just a natural way of adding hair. Sometimes with crochet braids and things like that, they can look a little wiggy, or you can kind of see where the hair is put in, and that's just not something that you want. So a pro with sew-ins are that they look natural and they look like they're your hair. I have so many people who think that this is my hair until I tell them otherwise. So that is another pro. So now we're going to get into the cons of having sew-ins, because there are some, and although there are the few that there are, if that's how you say it, they are they can kind of make or break whether or not you want to wear sew-ins or not. So the cons, a lot of people say that sew-ins do not cause breakage. That is a lie. Now, do all of them cause breakage? No, but is there the possibility that breakage can occur as a result of wearing sew-ins? Absolutely, absolutely. And if anybody tells you that, they don't, don't believe them, because when sew-ins are put into your hair, they are tight. They are tight. Pretty much, I've had my hair done by several different people, and all of them have been tight. Whenever they put the hair into your head, they're braiding your hair down. And then after they put the track on there and they sew it in, it's also tight as well. So the tightness of the braids and the sew-in can pull on your hair and cause tension. A way to combat that is just to ask whoever's doing your hair, please do not tighten my hair to where my thoughts and my brain is tied up in this sew-in. Like, I don't have time for that. Make sure you tell them that you know, you just don't want it, especially around your edges. The braids that, they're called perimeter braids. Sometimes the braids that are around the edges of your hair can kind of cause tension on your edges and pull at your edges, and you just don't want them to fall out. So just make sure that the sew-ins aren't too tight. Now, like I said, not all sew-ins cause breakage, so I wouldn't just say, oh, they cause breakage, so I'm not getting one. Just make sure that you get it put in by someone that you trust and somebody who you know will take care of your hair. And while they're braiding, if it gets too tight, make sure you say, hey, you know, this is a little tight, can you loosen it up some, so that way you don't experience any breakage with your hair. Okay, so con number 2, it requires a lot of maintenance. Sew-ins require a lot of maintenance. Sew-ins are not a style that you could just put in and say, oh, well, I got my hair done, I'm just not going to worry about it for a couple months. No, if you get hair put into your head, you are going to have to maintain that hair so that way it continues to look up to par. This hair right here is very high maintenance. If you have not watched the video on this hair, check out my last video that I posted. I will leave the link in the comment section down below or in the description box, so that way you guys can check it out. But this hair did not come like this. This hair did not look like this when I woke up this morning. When I woke up and I took my bonnet off of my hair, I had to brush this hair. I had to curl this hair. I have to wash this hair every single week, so that way it looks decent. If not, it will look oily. I have to take care of my hair underneath this weave. I have to make sure that my edges are the way that they're supposed to be. This is not just a low maintenance style. You have to keep it up. If you have this hair in, not this hair, but hair in for longer than maybe 2 months, you may have to go get it tightened, so that way your tracks will not fall out of your head. If you have a closure, you have to get that tightened. You have to make sure that it's flat and that it looks realistic. You may have to add concealer to it. Like, there's so much that you have to do to sew-ins to make sure that they look up to par. A lot of people think that you can just get them in and shake your hair and they're fine, and that is definitely not the case. So it requires a lot of maintenance. Know that when you get it put in, know that you're gonna have to work, you're gonna have to make it look the way that you want it to look, and it's not just gonna be perfect overnight. Alright, so this is probably one of the biggest cons overall. I know people complain about this all the time, and that is that sew-ins can be very, very itchy. When I tell you my first sew-in that I got, I thought I was going to rip those tracks out of my head. You guys think I'm playing, I'm joking, but honestly, sew-ins can be so itchy. Like, you know how people be patting their weaves and stuff? Like, it's because it's real. Like, your hair will itch really, really, really bad. And that is just something that comes with sew-ins. Now, being that I've been getting sew-ins for years now, I figured out how to combat that, and that is to get a my spray of choice is called Jamaican Tango Lime, and you can find it in your local beauty supply store. I can't remember what brand it is, but I can leave that in the description box below. But it's just a spray for itchy scalp, and whenever you're getting your sewing in after your beautician finishes your braids, get that spray and spray it all over your head, and make sure that you apply that every time before you get a sew in, and your hair will definitely not itch as much. Now, it is going to itch because that is just what sew-ins do, they itch. So but that can kind of cut down on it. Also, make sure that you're applying like coconut oil or something to your scalp weekly. I'd even say every other day. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but the more you do apply product to your scalp, the more you have to wash the hair because it will get oily. But oh, sorry guys, but they definitely do itch, so that is something to think about. Alright, the last pro to getting sew-ins is that they are very, very expensive. But I just want to give you guys one tip, and that is if you're going to spend $80 to $200 to get a sew-in, make sure that you are buying hair that is of quality. I've seen so many people get sew-ins put into their hair that you know, the hair is worth $20 and the sew-in's worth $150, and within a month the hair's trash and they have to take it out. So just make sure that you're buying hair that is of quality. I have a lot of hair reviews on my channel from AliExpress. I love AliExpress. I haven't had any super bad encounters with any other vendors on there. I'll leave a couple videos below so that way you guys can check it out. But just make sure that you're getting hair of quality because nobody wants to waste their money. Synthetic hair for sew-ins, I would not go that route just because synthetic hair can only last you for about a month or a month and a half tops. I just wouldn't pay, unless you're only paying $20 to get it sewed in, or if you're getting it sewed in for free, then go right ahead. But if you're gonna pay a lot of money for a sew-in, just make sure that you're getting hair that is of quality. Alright, so guys, thank you for watching this video. Like I said, I'm going to be leaving a lot of these videos, a lot of my hair videos in the description box below, so make sure that you guys check those out. I'm also vlogging. I have several vlogs on my channel too, so go check those out if you want to know a little bit about me and my life. See you guys in my next video. Hopefully you subscribe so you can keep up with my channel. As a matter of fact, just go ahead and click that button now, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you. Bye.